Hi, and welcome to my Criminal Justice 2210 final project presentation. This presentation is going to cover the murder of Jeremy Barron and how Ashley Hoth played a role in that. I'd like to show you what we have down, what I'm going to cover today, as if I was presenting it in court to like a jury, but we're going to cover Ashley's motives for wanting Jeremy dead and how she played a role in that, even though she wasn't the one to pull the trigger. So I wanted to show you here the motives, and that's what we're going to cover today, Ashley's motives. Jeremy Barron was murdered by Jay Clark, and we have his testimony admitting to the murder. But we're not going to cover Jay today. We're actually going to cover Ashley Hoth's role in the murder and how she played into the whole thing. When we sat down with Ashley to do the interview, an interrogation, it basically started off as an interview, but throughout the process, Ashley opened more and more to us about her relationship with Jeremy and her relationship with Jay Clark. And it actually turned more into an interrogation because as she opened up more, she started admitting more. And basically, it boiled down to the fact that even though she did not pull the trigger, Jay Clark was the one that actually took the gun and murdered Jeremy. Ashley played a major role in it, and had she not been a part of it, Jeremy would probably still be alive. Jay killed for Ashley. Doesn't make him any less innocent, but it doesn't make her any less innocent either, just because she didn't pull the trigger. Ashley's motives for this, and she spelled them out to us during the interrogation process. One of the biggest things that she stressed to us was Jeremy was very abusive to her. Physical, mental, emotional abuse. He was just very abusive to her. And that led to a lot of hate in Ashley for him, wanting him gone. And she made that statement as well, that she wanted him gone and out of her life. Ashley blames Jeremy for her losing her children to the state. She said because of his abuse, physical, mental, emotional abuse, as well as abuse of drugs and alcohol, the state stepped in and took the children out of the home because of the abuse that was going on. And she blamed Jeremy for that. And you could tell during the interview process and interrogation process that hurt her very deeply, and that she was very upset about that. And she stressed that in the interview, that really upset her and it really hurt her that she lost her children because of this man. She also stressed to us that Jeremy wouldn't leave her alone. Anytime they were on again, off again, that was kind of their relationship. But when he would leave, when they would break up or whatever, he still was in her life. He wouldn't leave her alone. And because of that, she had made the statement that she knew in order for him to be out of her life permanently, that he would have to be gone forever. She made the statement. And during that process, I asked her what she meant by forever, and she said, well, she meant that he just had to be gone. One way or another, he had to be gone. He had to be out of her life, and she stressed that she knew that she couldn't move on and that her life wouldn't get any better unless he was out of it. She also described her relationship with Jay Clark as a friendship. Jay did as well, said they met, and Ashley said Jay was someone that she could confide in, that she could talk to. He kind of understood where she was coming from as far as her problems with Jeremy, kind of a sounding board for Ashley, if you will, and kind of helped her get through some difficult times with Jeremy. And because of this and because of their friendship and their relationship, it got to the point where Jay and her came to an understanding that Jeremy needed to be gone and he needed to be murdered in order to have him gone, and Jay was willing to do that for Ashley. Both of them admitted to that. They also admitted to, well, Ashley didn't necessarily, but Jay, in his interview and interrogation, admitted to the fact that they had a code word or a code phrase, and that was get her done. And that meant that when they were with Jeremy, if Ashley was ready for it to end and be done, Jay would ask her get it done, and if she told him yes, then that was it. Jeremy was going to be murdered. So again, even though Ashley didn't pull the trigger, she her and Jay came up with this scheme. They came up with this plan. They came up with the phrase. She is just as guilty, an accessory to murder, because she helped plan it out. And don't let her innocent young face and her innocence fool you. She was a cold-blooded killer, no different than Jay Clark. And basically that's what it was. Jay told her that he would murder for her. And so now she had an out. She had an out. She had someone that was willing to help her out with this. She had a way of getting away from Jeremy. Jay was going to step up and be the gunman, and she wanted that. So through this investigation, we've gathered all this information. We've taken statements and testimonies from both Jay and Ashley, as well as friends of theirs, and we've tried to work this case as ethical as possible. We've had a lot of people come forward. We've had to sort through what we believe to be the truth and what we believe to be maybe just someone, that didn't like Jay or didn't like Ashley. But we've gathered a tremendous amount of evidence, as well as their testimonies and them admitting that they murdered Jeremy. So I think we've handled everything very well. We've put a case together against them, and we're ready to proceed now. That's the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.